our periodic test going on. It's our first test, and Nancy is happy to present to you our broadcast on the pros and cons of social media. So calm yourself before the test and get rid of those nerves and enjoy. So before we begin, I'd like to call upon Ifat to for our Quran recitation, and which will be translated by Sarah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم عبس وتولى أن جاءه الأعمى وما يدريك لعله يزكى أو يذكر فتنفعه الذكرى أما من استغنى فأنت له تصدى وما عليك ألا يزكى صدق الله العظيم.
In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. He frowned and turned away that the blind man came to him. What could inform you? He might have perhaps to attempt to purity. He might have been forced and wanted the reminder. Might have profited him, but the self-sufficient. To him you attend. Though it's not a concern if he does not purify himself. Thank you.
Okay, so our topic is the pros and cons of social media. Social media is a computer-based technology that facilitates the sharing of ideas, thoughts, and information through the building of virtual networks and communities. By design, social media is internet-based and it gives users quick electronic communication of content. I now call upon Carolyn for the thought of the day.
The thought of the day is, don't use it to impress people, but use it to impact people. Next, I call on Hanshika for the word of the day.
The word of the day is kindred. Kindred. It means a person's comfort zone in social media, namely friends, relatives, and close friends. Example, I learned something new from my kindred spirit. I repeat, the word of the day is kindred. Next up, we have the news presented to you by Ahana and Amil.
Good morning. International news. Iran denies its missile-downed Ukraine jet. Jakarta to set ban to single-use plastic bags. Strong winds create Australian mega base. Indian news. Top court orders review all assaults in Kashmir. Union chief among 9 suspects in JNU violence.
Qatar news. His Highness the Amir Sheikh Tamim of Hamad Al Thani mourned Saturday the death of HM Sultan Qaboos, the Sultanate of Oman, who passed away Friday evening. Qatar is expanding its journey into the esports field in an effort to attract video game players. In 2019, we saw some reports that the hashtag Qatar was banned on Instagram. It has been unbanned. School news. PT2 exams for grade 3 to 9 will commence this week. Board practical exam for grade 12 is going on. Prize distribution for Kalanjali Youth Festival was conducted on 9th. Many prizes were bagged by DMI students.
Weather forecast. The daytime temperature is going to reach to 17 degrees Celsius and the temperature is going to dip to 14 degrees Celsius at night. It will be a day with no precipitation and cloud covering 0% of the sky. And the humidity will be around 56%. Now I call upon Anya and Asayed for a short debate on today's topic.
Hey Anya,
Sayed.
What are your opinions of social media?
In my opinion, everything has its own pros and cons. For example, social media can connect people. People anywhere can connect with anyone throughout the world, no matter what their beliefs or where they live.
But then there is cyberbullying, where people have been victims of cyberbullying over the past years. You know, anyone can make a fake account without being traced, and they can bully people.
Yes, but there are certain community guidelines that people have to follow when they're using social media. The community guidelines, if are not followed, you can report them and they will not be able to use that social media platform anymore. Now, another aspect is that it helps in education. Social media is not only limited to communication platforms like Snapchat and Instagram. There's also YouTube. YouTube has a vast number of education channels and videos which can help both teachers and students in learning.
But what about hacking? People can lose their privacy. They can hack other accounts, and like without being traced, there will be a major loss to privacy and financial losses.
As you said, that I think that is true, but everything has its own aspects and you know like so another aspect is that you can inform yourself and update yourself on happenings around the world. For example, I don't think any of us would know about the Amazon bushfire or the Australian fire if it wasn't for social media like Instagram, where we get to find out about things like this. And social media, we can also donate to needy causes.
What do you think about health issues? Don't you think that people have been using social media a lot and they get cut off by society, and instead of going and getting involved in physical activities, they spend more time on social media?
We need to control ourselves in everything. Too much of anything is bad. Like I said before, everything has its pros and cons. Thank you. We would now like to call upon AK and Prithvi.
I now call upon Miss Irene from the RCC department, to tell us all a message.
Good morning, everyone. I am Irene, and this is an important announcement from the RCC department. Anyone who has complaints and concerns anything about school matters can use the RCC complaint book, which is found in the RCC office admin area. The RCC staff will be glad to assist you. Thus, admin, academic staff, and most especially the students can come and see us. Thank you. Have a great morning.
यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधितरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
We hope you all grasped something or the other from this presentation. To conclude, we all got to understand the real definition of social media, and through Anya and Saeed's debate, we got to view two different prospects of social media, which I believe highlights today's broadcast. Most of us in this generation do have social media, but always remember to utilize it in the best way possible. Well, that ends today's broadcast. Thank you for listening, and we wish grades 3 to 11 good luck for their periodic tests.